as I told you in my short epistle I wrote you some time back, if I come across your letter, I would write you again and answer all your questions that I am capable of doing. The first question, what month and year did I first know Lincoln? In October 1833, in my little log cabin on the hill south of Petersburg. Second, was he a sad man? I never considered him so. He was always social and lively and had great aspirations for his friends, and always decided and good-natured. Third, the courtship between him and Miss Rutledge. I can say but little this much. I do know he was staying with us at the time of her death. It was a great shock to him, and I never seen a man mourn for a companion more than he did for her. He made a remark one day when it was raining that he could not bear the idea of its raining on her grave. That was the time the community said he was crazy. He was not crazy, but he was very desponding a long time. I think that was in the year 34 or 35. Namars or hills I know nothing about. I lived on the hill on the bluff in 1836 and 37 in the log cabin. As for his Christian habits, he was truly a Christian, not in the common term of Christianity nowadays, long face on Sunday and grind the poor on Monday, but he was always doing good, the same today and tomorrow. I never heard him use a profane word, drink a drop of spirits, or chew tobacco in my life, and he was neither eccentric nor visionary. He was very sensitive and backward, nothing rash about him, and certainly he was the best-natured man I ever got acquainted with. He stayed at our home on the bluff. When he was surveying all those hills between us and Petersburg, our oldest boy carried the chain for him. When Lincoln would come in at night all ragged and scratched up with the briars, he would laugh over it and say that was a poor man's lot. I told him to get me a buckskin and I would fix him so the briars would not scratch him. He done so and I foxed his pants for him. If I could see you, I could tell you a great many things. I can talk better than I can write. Your hand is a very difficult place for me to read. All I could make out I have answered to the best of my knowledge. It is very poor done, and I guess you will throw it by a great many other letters. Your friend, Mrs. E. Cable.
forgiveness of millions toward millions, a magnificent face of a nation, shining with justice and truth. I am Rutledge, who sleep beneath these weeds, beloved in the life of Abraham Lincoln, wedded to him not through union but through separation. Bloom forever, O Republic, from the dust of my bosom.
I, Abraham Lincoln, having been appointed by the Sangamon Circuit Court to make a survey of a part of the north half of the northeast quarter of Section 5 in Township 15 north of Range 7 west of the 3rd Principal Meridian, in accordance with a bond filed in the above entitled cause, do hereby report that I have made said survey in accordance with said bond, and find the land therein to contain 17 acres and 72 hundredths of an acre, and to be bounded as follows, to wit: beginning at the northwest corner of said half-quarter section.
Did he draw lines?
Thence east 6 chains
Stick to them.
and 44 links.
Stack
to a
them
rock
like
at a
patchwork,
point
measuring
intersecting
catapults
a
and
fence,
guns.
being
Write the
33
road down and
chains
buy it,
49 links west
aided by
of
a
the
compass.
northeast corner of
The
said
compass
half-quarter.
he lost in
Thence
bankruptcy,
south 2 degrees
but got
west,
back from the
29
kindness
chains
of a
and
neighbor.
70 links.
That was hospitality
To the
back
southern
then.
boundary of said
Just how it was.
half-quarter.
He would stay at your
Thence
place and
west
map out the
5 chains
field
41
and draw you
links
the
to
land and how to
southwest
own it.
corner of said half-quarter.
Owning like a compass,
Thence north
a pen,
29 chains
or a
and
deed,
64 links.
or a
To
deed,
the beginning.
or a deed, or a deed,
Beginning at the
or a deed,
southeast corner of the
or a
west
deed.
half of the northeast quarter of Section 20 in Township 17 of Range 5 west of the 3rd Principal Meridian, at a white oak, 20 inches in diameter, bearing south 60 degrees west 33
Draw a
links.
line toward the Mississippi,
Thence west
toward the sunsetting
33
horizon,
chains
toward the
and
inflation of
50
a country,
links. to a hickory.
When you need money, and the
20
West is
inches
stark like that,
diameter,
no matter the violence of it.
North 48.
Fact of the
west,
matter is, he wrote
25
lines,
links.
struck legible prairie into pockets,
Thence
for a fee,
north 20
toward form,
chains to
toward
a
forward,
stake.
toward frontier, toward
Thence
assistant
east
to the grid.
31 chains and 50
Small man in the
links to a
field,
Spanish
small
oak,
man, notion of
20
prairie, you
inches
could lose sight
diameter,
of him,
bearing
and he'd be
south
gone just like that.
66 degrees west,
And he'd be
42
gone
links.
just like that.
Thence south
And he'd be gone just
20
like that.
chains to the beginning.
Young, and didn't know, but he knew.
Surveyed a tract of
He drew the
land
lines.
composed of parts
He drew the
of sections
gallows.
30 and 31
He drew the sod.
in Township 18, north of Range 7 west.
At one point, for
And
hours, he
bounded
drew the
as
map for
follows.
Huron, which was a town in the
Beginning
map of
on the
Illinois
line
of Abraham
dividing
Lincoln's and
ranges
nothing else.
7 and 8,
You could do that in those days. You could draw a
points,
town and call it new,
chains, and 81
try to sell it
links
off for
north
profit.
of the northwest corner
Nothing
of
came
the
of that,
said
though.
section
Speculation
31.
didn't work out, so he turned to the
At a
law,
white
but
oak,
first he needed to
16
learn law,
inches in
and first he
diameter,
needed to learn surveying,
bearing north
and that's how he made money for some
43
time.
and a half,
He was a surveyor.
east
He had a
48
chain and a
links.
compass and time.
Thence
He drew
east
triangles for a
14
fee.
chains and 93
The present
links
was a surveyor.
to a white oak
The surveyor
36 inches
was president.
north
Pressed survey
50
and hand and
west
marker
32
into the ground.
links. Thence
Abraham's
south 20
eyes
chains and 7
were
links to a
surveyor's
sugar
eyes.
tree,
They measured
14
things.
inches north
They mapped
29
things out.
west 53 links. Thence west 14 chains and 93 links to a hickory 14 inches, south 22, east 19 links. Thence north 20 chains and 7 links to the beginning. Beginning at the northwest corner of said half-quarter section, thence east 6 chains and 44 links to a rock at a point intersecting a fence, being 33 chains and 49 links west of the northeast corner of said half-quarter, thence south 2 degrees west 29 chains and 70 links to the southern boundary of said half-quarter, thence west 5 chains and 41 links to the southwest corner of said half-quarter, thence north 29 chains and 64 links to the beginning. Beginning at the southeast corner of the west half of the northeast quarter of Section 20 in Township 17 of Range 5 west of the 3rd Principal Meridian, at a white oak, 20 inches in diameter, bearing south 60 degrees west 33 links. Thence west 33 chains and 50 links to a hickory, 20 inches diameter, north 48 west 25 links. Thence north 20 chains to a stake. Thence east 31 chains and 50 links to a Spanish oak, 20 inches diameter, bearing south 66 degrees west 42 links. Thence south 20 chains to the beginning. Surveyed a tract of land composed of parts of sections 30 and 31 in Township 18, north of Range 7 west, and bounded as follows. Beginning on the line dividing Ranges 7 and 8, at a point 6 chains and 81 links north of the northwest corner of the said Section 31, at a white oak 16 inches in diameter, bearing north 43 and a half, east 48 links. Thence east 14 chains and 93 links to a white oak 36 inches, north 50
west 32, thence south